Hi everyone, I'm Wah
I'm Anson, and we're from
Eastern
Music.
and welcome to our first ever podcast.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, so what are we going to name this podcast? So we came up with a few ideas actually, and I think we're going to go with Eastern Music Coffee Chats.
Eastern Music Coffee Chat, but why Coffee Chat?
Yeah, so first of all, Songwai and I, we both love coffee. I mean, we're not going to endorse any specific brand because we have our own preferences. But it feels like this chat is like a kopitiam, like first thing in the morning, we sit down, we have our first sip of coffee, and we just start chatting away, like whatever's happening in the world or like the latest politics. But of course, we're not going to discuss that in our cute, humble little podcast. Basically mostly about Chinese instrument.
Yeah, so we decided to start this podcast because we wanted something more casual, and we've been doing a lot of videos on YouTube and Instagram as well. So
And
short,
TikTok.
short videos and long videos.
Yeah.
So those videos, they're different from this podcast that we're doing. This will be a bit more
casual
more
and conversational,
and
because the videos
unscripted,
online is like curated or planned out, written in some form, or written, rehearsed and stuff like that.
Yes. So hopefully we will be able to share more through this podcast. And hopefully more juicy details will come out of this.
More sometimes the things that we say, right, is like very general information that people can do a quick search online. So this direction that we're going for in this podcast, maybe we can do deep dives or just chat about very weird facts about certain instruments, or like just some very, like what you say, some juicy I wouldn't say gossips, but just some juicy developments in like the Chinese music scene.
Yeah, so for those people who do not know who Eastern Music is, just a very short intro about ourselves. We sell traditional Chinese music instruments, things like erhu, guzheng, pipa. We have been in business since 1978.
Oh,
and
78.
Yes, it's been like what, 40 years? 40 plus years. Yes. So we do repairs as well, and we provide lessons as well. And we sell instruments, yes.
And of course, if you've seen us online, we don't only sell locally, we also we sell internationally, so you can actually visit our store at easternmusicstore.com.
Yes, we ship our instruments worldwide. So Anson, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Anson. So I play the Yangqin, and if you don't know what a Yangqin is, you can just Google search Yangqin or Chinese dulcimer. So I started out playing the Yangqin when I was 16. So before that, I actually played the drum in Chinese orchestra since Sec 1. So how did I start playing Yangqin? Because my senior, she wanted someone to play a very simple duet with her. So it's like, hey Anson, since you play drum, why don't you just pick up this instrument? And one thing led to another. I started taking lessons, taking grading exams, even joined competitions, performed overseas, and landed a job here in this Chinese music instrument shop where I can continue to explore my passion for Yangqin and other Chinese music instruments as well.
Oh, cool. So is that senior still playing the Yangqin?
No. I think a lot of times people, once they leave school, they don't join like outside community orchestras, and they just like life takes over basically. So I feel quite lucky to be able to still play and like just spread the word about dancing.
Anson is a really good player.
Thank you.
He is very versatile. He can play a lot of different genres of music.
Lately into gypsy jazz.
Yes. That.
How about you, Lao Ban? So in this podcast, even though we introduce ourselves as Wah and Anson, so Wah is actually, we lovingly call him Xiao Lao Ban in the shop. So for non-Chinese speaker, Lao Ban means boss. So Xiao means small boss. And I'll let Xiao Lao Ban explain why.
So this business was actually set up by my parents. So they said it was started in 1978. So we call him 大老板, which
大老板.
means the big boss. So hence I'm called the 小老板.
The small boss.
Yeah, the small boss.
Little boss.
Okay, so actually I started learning music when I was very young. I started learning the violin. Then after that, I went to secondary school and my father just started a business. No, actually no.
No.
1978, because it was starting in 1978.
Yeah.
But, no,
were you born yet?
Yes, definitely.
So I have no grasp of time.
Okay, yes. So when I went to secondary school and he was in this business for some time already.
So the business was around already. Then just nice you joined secondary school.
And there was a
Orchestra.
Chinese orchestra. So he asked me to, why not go and play the erhu? Because I wasn't having too much fun with the violin. Yeah, I hated the violin.
Bad teacher or let's not badmouth anyone on our first episode, but
okay, I mean the teacher is a very respectable teacher, but every
Strict.
time I go there, I would
you dread lesson.
no, I would go inside the room and he wouldn't be there. I would just be like,
oh dear.
what am I doing? I mean, in retrospect now, I think he's letting me practice, but he only comes in like the last 5-10 minutes.
Oh dear.
So I was
that's not really a lesson that you pay for, huh?
Yeah, I was like,
Or maybe things is slightly different back then. But anyway, yes.
yeah. So I kind of lost interest lah. So yeah. I think the teacher is very important. If the teacher is with me there, all the time, perhaps I will have a
Even if he or she just sat inside and watch you practice.
Yeah, even if she sat inside and
He or she, we do not know.
play with his phone. No.
No. Wow.
That shouldn't be done. Okay. The teacher
Can be discussed in the next few episodes.
yeah. I mean the teacher. Well, yeah. So I lost interest because of that, and my father decided to maybe let me try out the erhu. And because I know the violin, so people who learn the violin would be in an advantageous position to take out the erhu.
Because like pitching, like they're more sensitive to press on the right spot on the string.
Mainly the hearing and the hand posture also. Yeah, so I took out the erhu ever since then, and fast forward to now, I joined this business and I've played the erhu, and I also pick up the guitar along the way. Yeah, guitar, and because I played guitar, picking up the ukulele is easy.
So you're quite a multilingual in a instrument sense.
Yeah, so yeah, that's where led me to here.
I mean, it's family business, and you just take over and you slowly expanded the business.
Yeah, I mean,
putting it on an international stage platform, so to speak.
Yeah, and just nice that I can play the erhu lah. I think it really helps.
So people who find out erhu videos online will definitely come across this little face.
Yes.
Yeah, and people will lovingly call you. What's that? What? How do they always call you, Mr. Sung? Hi. No, Mr. Wah. Hi,
Mr. Wah. Okay.
I'd like to speak with Mr. Wah.
So I say I would introduce myself as my name is Sangwa. So Sangwa is actually my first name, and my surname is Tan.
Yeah, so the family business name is Tan.
Not family business name.
The family business is the family name is Tan.
Yes.
Yeah, the business name is Eason Music. Enterprise.
Yeah, so if you want to call me Mr., it'll be Mr. Tan. Yeah, rather than Mr. Wah or Mr. Sang or Mr. Sangwa.
We'll keep that in mind.
Or Mr. Tan Wah.
Okay, so that's about us. So this is our first episode after all.
Yes.
And do you see us uploading regularly, or do you like just come feeling?
Yes, I would like it to be a regular feature. We are very motivated to do it every week. Every
Oh my god,
Tuesday.
saying that is like you're like psyching yourself up. We are very motivated.
Yes. Yes. You know, to really do something regularly takes a lot of commitment and motivation.
That's right.
Yeah. And I also want to thank
Anson.
I also want to thank Anson, for being here with me, Yeah.
To lend my golden voice.
Yes.
No.
To lend your deep, bassy voice.
These are all edited, by the way. So Laoban usually boosts the bass of the audio afterwards.
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, I know it's a commitment to wake up early, and you could have been in the gym right now, right?
Yes. So I'll just move things around. I'm a hustler.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna upload our podcast on multiple platforms, but we're
Yes.
just gonna start it off here, Spotify.
Okay, we will be distributing it on various podcast platforms like Spotify and iTunes. I think probably these two main platforms first, and you can expect them probably every Friday. So we record it every Tuesday and post it every Friday. I think it should be reasonable.
Yeah,
right,
so
right.
for you listeners out there, you can look out for our podcast update weekly
Yeah.
and every Friday.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, every
Yes,
Friday.
and we will make a commitment to
Just chat more, have a coffee, chat more in the morning, every Tuesday morning.
yes, and we will be inviting guests.
I mean,
on our
yeah,
show once in a
definitely.
while.
So, but we're just gonna start off with just both of us chatting away, yapping away in the morning. Hopefully with a coffee soon. So, do this podcast having a video and audio format also. So if you wish to see our lovely little faces, or sometimes when you're listening to the podcast and we're talking about certain products, and I mean we're gonna do our best to verbally, describe how the product looks like and stuff like that. But if you want a better picture of how it is, you can always head on to our YouTube channel, just youtube.com/easemusic to look out for our podcast update as well.
Yeah, probably that would come out later.
Yeah,
video, because
yeah.
it takes a bit more
Time
effort
to snip, cut, sync.
and
Mix.
Yeah, video is a lot more hassle.
Yeah, okay, I wouldn't say hassle, but it's just an extra step. A necessary step, especially if people like to see not our faces but see the products. Yeah. So, and as for how our podcast will be structured, as of now, I think it's quite free form because we're just chatting away right now.
Yeah, but every week we would have a theme, a topic to talk about.
A topic,
Yeah, it will
definitely.
not be like
Or else you'll be listening and wondering, where is this conversation going?
Yes,
You'll be
yes.
like a bystander at the coffee shop next table, and it's like these two people are like speaking nonsense and just yapping away.
yeah. So as much as possible, we would have a main topic to talk about, and sometimes it might be about some specific instruments, and sometimes it could be like things in general in the Chinese orchestra.
Yeah,
scene.
so actually we were just talking about like teachers, like learning experience. So I think having a discussion about that, a conversation about that, it would be quite insightful, because you and I, we have our own individual learning experience. We have our own teachers with different teaching styles. So I think it would be quite beneficial for our listeners or people who just started out learning an instrument, and just hearing from our opinion, our experience, and how they can move forward with their own learning journey as well.
Yeah,
So I
or
think that would be
even
good.
if you have kids, you might want to just keep a lookout for some red flags, or be able to identify if your teacher is is all right.
Yeah, I think this kind of discussion will be quite fun, because sometimes I think we are in a unique position where we were once students, but we are also educators or teachers ourselves. So maybe we can also share some POV, some point of views of why teachers do this kind of thing, and how. I mean, it sounded like we're defending ourselves. Yeah, but no. But I think it would be a nice way to share different point of POVs as well. The teachers and the students' POV. Maybe that would be something good to explore too.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think that's about it for our first episode of Issa Music Coffee Chat. I think we're finishing our coffee soon. I'll be heading off to work.
Yeah, so for this episode, we just want to say hello to you and let you know what I expect for the previous podcast,
Previous podcast.
or for the future podcast.
Okay. So fast looking back. Reminiscence. The coffee stain dry already.
Okay, anything else to add, Anson?
Well, I also want to thank Xiao Laoban for bringing me on board this podcast. And I would really look forward to chatting more with you, and hopefully look forward to more people hearing to our funny little conversations. So hope to hear it in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.